What's Hinduism's stance on the esoteric sense of reincarnation?
Let me just be very clear. You may think this idea of reincarnation is something new for the West or for the Abrahamic traditions. It is not. Almost all the philosophers that you heard about, that you studied, Plato, Aristotle, Pythagoras, the whole lot of them believed in reincarnation. In fact, it is recorded that Pythagoras even was able to recall his previous life. And also in some of the, say, Abrahamic traditions in the books, you will see mention of reincarnation, but for whatever reason, for theological reasons, they chopped it off. So reincarnation is not that new for the Christian tradition. It's not that new. In fact, I'm telling you, the BBC, when they did research last time I heard, 30 or 40% of Western youth subscribe to the idea of reincarnation. So they feel like this is the ongoing story. So even though if you like, the book was perhaps, or the theology, not the book, the theology was very stringent. They talk of just two life scenarios. This one and the next everlasting one is beginning to kind of waver a little bit. So they'll say, okay, there is, if you like, a middle ground where you kind of become purified. And then you become either go to heaven or hell. So they are kind of, in a way, beginning to move on. And I'm telling you, according to me, two things that are going to become very central in this modern society. One is now focusing not on a God in the heaven, like monotheism, or including many Hindus are monotheist. But the re-emphasis will be not on a God in the heaven, but God in humanity. This will be one thing that's become visible in the next 10, 20 years in a big way. You can't stop it. Because now the youth, they're not bothered with God in heaven, they're bothered with humanity. Let's be good human beings. But how do you do it? Do you do it with Richard Dawkins' version of humanism? What? So if you like, this is one part that's going to become more prominent. The second thing which lies in the on the back burner at the moment, is going to come center stage, is reincarnation. Because such a dramatic thing, let me tell you how dramatic it is. It in a way addresses lots of human issues which cannot be addressed in any other way except relating to reincarnation. I'll give you some examples. When you find some people who are prodigies, children who are excellent from birth, or you find people with phobias, irrational fear of certain things. When you try and resolve it, saying, oh, in the childhood he was frightened of heights, he fell down a stool or something, it doesn't work. Reincarnation gives a deeper vision of why people struggle with certain psychological issues, why they are prodigies, and lots of interesting things come out of reincarnation which are relevant in modern society. Let me give one other big one. You see, this issue arises. Suppose you find a monster who has been murdering people, serial killer, or killed millions of people, even like, Hitler. You say, is there some inherent evil devil showing up? And you say, no. The real answer why some people are so violent, so nasty, so vicious and vindictive, and of course you say, I know in my family that chap. The reason is not because they are necessarily inherently evil, but through reincarnation they have come through a different line of progression. The Hindus agree that we have come out of the animal kingdom. We agree with Darwin. So as we have come out of the animal kingdom, we have taken different routes. And in some cases, animals live by killing, survival of the fittest, and are violent and vicious. Haven't you seen Discovery Channel? So some human beings have come out through that particular chain, and they show viciousness in the human kingdom. You say, why? Are they evil monsters? They've come out from that background where viciousness was the name of the game. Otherwise they would be killed. They kill or be killed. So sometimes you see, if you like, better resolution to major issue like evil and suffering. Why evil? Because you come through different, if you like, progression in the animal life, you come with different tendencies, and they become visible in the human kingdom. Now, I'm not very far from Richard Dawkins here, because he says exactly the same. Except he'll say it's hardwired in your DNA. It's your genetic makeup from your DNA, from the animal kingdom. I say, no, it's a soft wiring, a reincarnation that inherits that body, that comes with different tendencies. So we part company, but so be it. It's a struggle. I'm trying to promote this idea of reincarnation. He said, no, it's hardwired in the DNA. I'm not fighting for words, but you see, no, if you like, inherent evil. So all this serious issue, how do you, suppose there are people who are nasty. Should we kill them? Should we just murder them? The idea that comes from this particular tradition is very mature. He said, no, recognize. They have a different starting point. They're struggling. Once they're in the human kingdom, they will become they'll become softer. They'll become more humane. Let them be. Don't be cruel to them. Recognize their limitation and their problems. This is a very beautiful question to explore. Bring in reincarnation, I'm telling you, is one of the major things I'm going to try and bring in